Hi everyone, welcome to DIY Ideas. Today we have a new project and we're doing knitting today. So I'll show you how you can do an XXL scarf. Today we have a really cool wool, so we have this bluish purple all the way changing to a really nice yellow color. So I used the Creative Wool Degradé Super 6. This is 200 grams per 800 meters, and I always use 2 threads from the inside and outside. So I'll show you in a second what I exactly mean for a needle size 4, and I used 6 millimeters. So you will see we have 70% acrylic and 30% wool, so a really nice mix. And yeah, apart from that, we have here 200 grams per 1 triangle scarf or 1 regular scarf. So mine is going to be about 180 centimeters long and around 30 centimeters wide. So let's get right to it. Here you see the whole spool with all our colors. So we have the purple pink in the middle, yellow, gray, and blue. And yeah, so I will do it from the inside and outside at the same time. So you see the 2 threads this time, and we will try to do them simultaneously. So apart from that, I will be using my needle size 6 millimeters, so a bit less than they recommended. 1 thread is per every 4 millimeters, and I'm doing 2. So instead of 8 millimeters, I will be using something a bit less so that it's a bit tighter. So anyway, let's get started. I will start with some stitches. First, let's do an odd number of stitches. You see how I'm working with both threads like it were just one? So we have 35 stitches and we can now start our pattern. Cast the first one off like this. Then let's do knit stitch and after that purl stitch. Again knit and again purl and keep changing. Last 2 stitches, so let's do the knit and take care that the last stitch is always knit stitch. This way we end and begin with knit stitches to get a really nice straight symmetrical edge. So every stitch I already did is followed by the opposite on top. So if I had purl, I will do knit and vice versa. So this is it. You see the little pearls forming, so that's exactly what we want, and this is the pattern we're doing today. So yeah, it will be visible more and more as you work through and as your work grows. So here we are after a couple of rows. The pearls and the V's in between you can maybe notice. In case you don't really see them nicely or really obviously, just stretch the work and take a look then. So yeah, you can basically always see how they're on top of one another, and that's the pattern we're doing. So we will now here continue until we get a bit bigger piece so that we can analyze them. So here we are, our purple and light blue section. Now we have a color change, so I just wanted to show you what that would look like. So yeah, here we have purple, we are turning to pink, and the blue is turning into gray or light gray. So if you check out the spool itself, you can really nicely see the color gradient and how they're developing from the one to the other. So that's basically just transferring now to the scarf itself. So all the colors you can expect are here, and we will now keep working, and the threads will slowly change from the one to the other, so one at a time, until they are completely the new color, and so on. So it goes throughout the whole spool. Here we are after a while, so we have here a beginning of a new section or a new color. So let's check that out really quickly. Here you see the yellow, how it kind of stands out. I think everything before looks a little bit more subtle, so this is a bit stronger change in that sense. I think the color is a lot different, so that kind of makes it stand out, which is a really nice effect, I have to say. So yeah, it kind of gets to more and more yellow. This section here is left, so we have just a little bit left to work. And I don't know if you can see, here are 3 light grays and 1 darker gray. So it goes to the darker shade, but really minimally. And the yellow section has here 3 yellow threads and the 1 pink, a really nice effect when you look from afar. So it goes on, and I think that I will stop and finish somewhere over here. And then we have 4 light grays and 4 yellows from the other side. So you see where we are at the moment. Not a lot more to do, I have to say. So here are the 2 threads that I was working with, so the ones that I did simultaneously, and this will go to completely yellow and completely gray, and that's where we will stop with our scarf for today. So we have about 180 centimeters of length and 30 centimeters of width. and just a tiny bit of wool left over. So let's now cast the stitches off. Here a little bit we didn't do, so let's finish this up. So we just weave this in here, and the super practical part about this project is that you only have one end thread to weave in. Yeah, of course, including the thread you started with, but there's nothing in between you have to think about later when you're done. So let's see, the purple and blue one, I'll show you shortly the colors and how we started and basically what we did later. So first we have purple and blue, then we have some pink, then came, yeah, the gray colors as well, then a big change to yellow, so a bit more, let's say, direct or a bit more obvious, as I said there. And yeah, from the yellow there, it just always goes to more gray and more yellow. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. Feel free to let me know what you think in the comment section. You can always subscribe to our channel as well. That way you can stay updated with everything new that we post and everything we already posted, and it's all for free. If you found this video useful and fun, feel free to shoot a thumbs up. Apart from that, thanks for watching DIY Ideas. I'll see you in our next project, and until then, have a wonderful day. Bye!